So here's another class to study while loop and what while loop is. So we're using a few minutes to just brush up what it means. So while loop. So while there's a certain condition, run this code. Right? It's a type of loop that runs while a certain condition is true. For instance, I can say let I equals to 0, right? I say while I is less than 5, do something, right? So what do I want you to do? I want you to console.log the value of I, while I is less than 5. Then after doing that, I want you to increment I. So node mon while loop dot js. So what do you see? While I is less than 5. What is I? The value of I here is 0, right? So I said y 0, that's I, is less than 5. Please do this code. Run the code. So automatically I is 0, it will say I is less than 5, is true. So the condition is true. So once the condition is false, the code will stop executing. But while the condition is true, while it is true, the code will run, right? The code inside here, it will go, it will check for this condition, it will run it, it will check again for another condition, run it. So while the condition is true, it will run it. So now I said while I, so I console log I, which is 0. I now said increment I, that's plus plus, like a plus 1. So I will now be 1 over here. So if I say console.log I, you see it's a 0. So increment I is 1. So go, is I less than 1? That's 1 less than, yeah, do 1, 1, increment it 2. You see, that's why it's like this. So it's coming double double because you check it 2 times. I put it twice, 1, 2. It's only the first one, which is 0, 0, that we only run for the first one, but the second one we won't run. That's why you see 2. So that's all about while statement. So you can use it on anything. It's the simplest of all loops, right? You can use it on anything. So I can even say um let me say constant an array that holds names of students, so Max, Sam, John, Peter, right? So I can use this while loop to iterate through this. So if I wanted to console log, let's say I want to console log Max, I would say array 0 index, right? Because Max is on the 0 index, right? Right? 0 index, 0, 1, 2, 3. But the length is 4, right? So for while loop, I can now say, instead of you doing this, because if I want to console log all of them, I have to be using like this, doing this 2 or 1, stuff like that, which is going to stay. So I can use a while loop for that. So I can say while I is less than array dot length, which I told you array dot length is what? Array dot length is 4, because how many items do we have in the array? That's the length to calculate it. So I can say why this is due, and console.log array I. So each of the index of I, right? I want you to be doing something. So now let me take up this code, and you see, after doing that, if I don't put an increment, it will just be doing max, 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 because it will come out true. Y doesn't change. So I have to I doesn't change, right? I is not changing, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I have to make something called an increment. We all know this, right? To work on the I. So when it works on it, if I is 0, it will turn 1. So the next one will be R1. I will now be 1, R1. The next one, I is now 2, R2. The next one, I is now 3, R3. You understand? So that is how to use while loop. So this is while loop. So you can use it to create many things, perform many tasks, different tasks. Just know how to use it. You can go study it more and more. But this is just a tutorial I snapped on how to use the while loop. I hope you got something from this course or this particular section. Thank you.